Welcome back, everybody. Like I said, we are talking health for this second hour of Iowa Live. And joining us now, we have Jake Roberts with UnitedHealthcare, Medicare and Retirement here in Iowa. And you're going to share with us today just some things we can incorporate healthy habits.
Definitely. It's that time of year people need to be working to stay mentally and physically fit.
And I feel like it's the time of year where we kind of get more...
It's easier to do this time of year.
When the sun is shining, we're like, oh, maybe I should go for a walk or a bike ride or do things healthier in my life.
Definitely. It was finally sunny yesterday.
Yeah, it
makes
feels
a
good
difference.
to do so. But you're going to get us on the right track. So let's talk healthy habits and things we can do courtesy of UnitedHealthcare. What do you guys recommend for us to stay on track?
Yeah, so at UnitedHealthcare, we really care about the members and keeping our members and community healthy. Mm-hmm. And so we know that staying fit isn't just about staying physically fit, it's about staying mentally active as well. And we know that the two go hand in hand, actually. So staying physically fit can help you help keep your brain healthy in the areas that work on memory loss and kind of just brain function. So it can help offset some of those early signs as we age of those pre-Alzheimer's symptoms. So what we recommend is using your plan, understanding what benefits your plan has, staying both mentally and physically fit. Some ways you can do that are engaging in brain games like puzzles or crossword puzzles, Sudoku, things like that.
They say that makes a huge difference.
Definitely, yep. Maintaining a healthy diet, so reaching for things that are help with brain health, like salmon or nuts, avocados, staying away from things high in trans or saturated fats like donuts or cake or things that I like to eat with like fatty beef or things like that. So
moderation, right?
Yes.
Wait a minute, did you say I can't have
yes,
those?
unfortunately those are not as good.
There's better choices,
yes, right? Getting the proper amount of sleep, so aiming for that 7 to 9 hours of sleep.
I'm trying.
Exercising regularly, and then challenging yourself to continue learning. So learning a new skill, a new hobby, reading, things like that are all things that you can do to help keep your mind active as well as staying physically active.
I love that. I love that we're continuing to talk more about mental health as opposed to just physical health, as you said, but how the two go hand in hand. So if we are keeping our bodies physically healthy, that is also helping our mind.
Right, and so it's really about understanding what your plan offers. So many Medicare Advantage plans offer additional benefits above and beyond what original Medicare offers. At UnitedHealthcare, we offer a program called Renew Active. Renew Active includes no-cost gym membership to a lot of local gyms like YMCA, Snap Fitness, Curves, Anytime Fitness.
And that's something that a lot of people don't realize.
Right, yeah. So
it isn't a typical thing that's covered.
Right. It's not something that's normally covered by Medicare. It's something that a lot of Medicare Advantage plans cover. And then also on that mental side as well, Renew Active includes online brain games. So, you may not know where to start or what to do.
Right.
Check out that Renew Active website and you can find those brain games to keep you mentally active as well.
Right.
Oh, I love that. You mentioned helping prevent things like Alzheimer's or just kind of that loss of memory that can naturally happen as we get older. But we're also talking physically staying healthy, improving our balance. So we're trying to prevent falling and things like that. But also kind of elevating your mood. I feel like when you get out and you're moving and doing something, you just feel better.
Right. There are a lot of things that staying physically active can help you live healthier. And you've mentioned, improving that balance. Fall risks are a big thing as people age. So falling leads to a lot of health issues. Staying physically active helps that. It helps with the mood, so you can stave off depression. You can. It also helps you stay more independent. By being stronger, you're able to stay more independent as you age as well.
And you have the resources available to people online to give them some different, ideas and kind of links and where to go to achieve some of these different things that you're talking about.
We do. So it's really about understanding what your plan offers. So if you want to learn more, you can check out uhcadvantage.com to check out what UnitedHealthcare's plans offer, or you can just contact your plan directly at the customer service number at the back of your card. Or another great place for information is your doctor. Your doctor is going to know a lot more about your personal situation. So if you have a physical that you've been putting off or a routine check that you've been delaying, now's the time. Call your doctor, get in there and talk to them. Get those screenings, those preventative screenings that also help you live healthier. And talk to your doctor about how you can stay more mentally and physically fit as well.
Yeah. Let's go back to memory loss just for a second. I know it's one I feel like I'm dealing with already. But how we can stay on track to make sure we're not going in the wrong direction, or when we need to seek further help or advice.
So the occasional memory slip as we age is normal, right?
Yeah.
And that's to be expected. But there are ways that you can push those off. And so that's things like continuing to read, the things that we've talked about already, continuing to read and learn, really,
get that mind working.
really exercising that brain and doing those things will help your memory as you go.
Yeah,
a lot of people are on fixed incomes, and their every dollar counts. Talk about just how staying on top of all of this also has financial benefits for those people.
Yeah, so staying physically active is definitely going to put you in a situation where you can save money. One, staying physically active is going to help push off those serious health issues that can cost a lot of money, especially those health issues that lead to hospitalizations or expensive specialty medications. So staying physically active pushes those off. And then also, a lot of Medicare Advantage plans include other benefits that can help you save money. So on things that you're already using or might need, so things like vitamins you can get at no cost, or hearing aid coverage, or other medical practices like chiropractic. So UnitedHealthcare's plans offer chiropractic coverage, as well as, just using the hearing aid benefit can save you thousands of dollars, because original Medicare doesn't cover hearing aids at all. We know how expensive those can be.
Right.
So it's about understanding what your plan offers and using those benefits.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
And we
And
have,
I was gonna say, if you're wanting to get motivated for workout, I can use this
we
list.
can all use,
Get a
Different ways
dynamic
to stay
music list
motivated.
going, repurpose an old bag, to make your gym bag, find comfortable apparel. Even maybe find a group.
just putting your workout clothes on
Helps.
gets you moving.
It actually
right?
does. It might sound silly, might sound like wishful thinking, but just wearing workout clothes makes you work out more. What it comes down to is it's about making the things you want to do easier to do, and the things you don't want to do harder to do. So when you think about going to the gym, right, it's like, oh, I got to change clothes, and then I got to go to the gym. Well, if you're already wearing the clothes, right, it makes it easier.
Yeah.
Same thing with reading or something like that. If you want to read more and watch TV less, put the book you want to read next to the chair where you sit down. Put the TV remote in the kitchen. Naturally, you're going to plop down in that chair, and you're going to be like, oh, I don't have the TV remote, but this book is right here. And so it's that power of positive psychology, just making it easier to do the things that you want to do.
I love it.
And it's going to help you stay mentally and physically fit.
At any age, we can all learn some things here. Okay, you've been wonderful about talking about this, but just remind us additional resources and how we can get more details.
Yeah, so if you're interested in more information about UnitedHealthcare plans, you can go to uhcadvantage.com, or what I recommend is contacting your plan directly. So everybody's plan has a customer service number right on the back of their card. Give them a call, ask them about what benefits your plan offers to help stay fit, and how they might be able to help.
Love it.
Great information.
Keeping us all healthy. Jake, appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Good
Thank
information.
you. All right.